Hello, this is Ferris Khan, and thank you for tuning into my Bronco channel. It's been a little while. I've been distracted by not Antimatter Blue, but a different kind of Go Blue, so to speak. Not Go Antimatter Blue, but just the Go Blue. Michigan defeated Ohio State, and I've just been distracted with that, and plus the day job as well. But anyway. I have some big news for you here. Village Ford, my dealer, actually has a Bronco available for someone to buy off the street. Here it is. You're looking at the Bronco right now. It's covered in snow. I am happy to report that it is Antimatter Blue, a discontinued color, the best color. Like I said, Go Blue. Antimatter Blue. You can see it in its natural environment, sort of. It's got a little bit of snow on it. Let me see if I can get another picture you can take a look at. Let's see. Hang on one second. I'm going to do build and price as well. Actually, why don't I just show you the window sticker? And I'm going to kind of build this vehicle as well. I couldn't get the numbers to match up exactly, but I got it within 1,000 or so. It's a 2021 Outer Banks. So that is kind of a higher level Bronco. I have a base Bronco. This one has a 12-inch screen. It has 18-inch wheels. It has the cloth gray with the navy interior. It has an automatic transmission. And Joe, the person I do some of these videos with, informed me today that this vehicle, as of right now, November 29th in the evening, a little before 9 o'clock, is available. So I will give his contact information. And if you're interested, please contact him. Now, I'm interested in kind of sharing with everyone what this build is and how it's different than mine. So let's kind of go into that. I am going to go into Ford. Let me see if I can get this going. All right, hopefully this will work for you. Go into the Bronco and we're going to build this vehicle. From what I recall, so I might be off slightly here, but let's just do the build and price. If you go into Ford, just sort of naturally, it shows 2022. But if you want to get to the 2021 model, you can just change it to 2021. So I'm doing that here. And I mentioned it's Outer Banks. So let's go into the Outer Banks four-door. It is the off-roading in style trim. It is 2 trim levels up from the base that I have. And it's also a 4-door, and it's also an automatic. So what you're looking at here is $41,450. Let's go ahead and do the build. All right, and you can see that it's an Antimatter Blue. One thing to remember when you do this is just make sure that you take you put it into finance instead of lease. I zero that out. When you do that, it doesn't add the $600+ charge that you would have if you lease the vehicle. So we're looking at Antimatter Blue. From what I recall, it had very few options. Let me see if I can find what those options are. All right, so first of all, let me see. I think it just had floor liners, so I'll put that in. And it had the mid pack, or the high package, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and add that. And so that high package is giving you the 12-inch screen. I only have an 8-inch screen, so it actually takes up all the room. Mine has kind of a frame around it. It has a 360 camera, which must be really cool. I don't have that on mine, but that seems like a very useful feature, especially if you're going around on the trails. It has additional sound deadening Sound deadening was included in my build, so maybe there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. So that was actually something that was included free of charge, just because I had an early Bronco with that roof. It has a forward sensing system, Sync 4. It's got bells and whistles that mine does not have. Okay, let me take these cookies off here. Let's just take a look at what we're looking at in terms of the overall price. 44,400. I think that one was 44,900. So I'm guessing that difference might have been that they are now charging for that sound deadening. Perhaps that's what it is. Let's take a look at this vehicle from different angles. You can see the Antimatter Blue. It renders, I mean, the rendering that you see here is a relatively light blue. If it's gray, like it a lot of times is in November in Michigan, it's going to look a lot more black. It does collect a lot of dirt, salt, sand, all that kind of stuff. It collects on it, but that's okay. I kind of like it that way. You do need to take it into the car wash occasionally, even in the winter. And from previous videos, you can kind of see that I've kind of gone back and forth, got a lot of advice from a lot of you, and I am now going to hand wash my Bronco from now on. It's hard to get under the wheel wells, that sort of thing. But anyway, I like the color, even though it is really hard to keep totally clean. This isn't a Mustang. A Bronco, to have a little bit of dirt on it is kind of a badge of honor in my mind. Here's what it looks like from every angle. And let's take the roof and the doors off so you can kind of see what it looks like without all of that. All right, let's go backwards actually. The wheels fit better in the wheel well than my Bronco. Arguably, it kind of fills that space a little bit better. I like the steel wheels on mine. I'll show you mine in a second. All right, let's also take a look at the interior. I've got to get this fixed first. We're looking at Antimatter Blue. Let's take a look at the interior real quick. And I'll explain some of the differences between this vehicle and my vehicle. First of all, you've got the automatic transmission. You've got this extra grab handle. Actually, there are Bronco bolts there where you can 3D print a grab handle or just buy a grab handle and install it later. But in this case, you don't need to. You can see the seats are nicer than the ones that I have. It's black and also blue. So it's this dark space gray with navy pier. On the four-door, you can take multiple roof panels off, and you are able to really get an open air feeling for both the front and rear passengers. In my case, for the two-door, I'm not really able to do that. I can get the front passengers. The rear passenger, obviously, you have to kind of climb back in there, but there's only like two panels there, and then it's the whole back area, which is much more cumbersome to take that entire roof off. It's somewhere on the order of 80 to 100 pounds to get that thing off. I think it's 80 something pounds. So just kind of consider that. I'll just show you a couple other pictures. Front view, doors off. You can see the mirrors are still there. So bigger screen as well. So this one does seem like it has the 8-inch screen. So it's going to actually take up the entire space here. It's a 12-inch screen, not an 8-inch screen. But it's a really cool build. The great thing about it is Village Ford will not do a markup on this vehicle. If you have A plan, they'll give you A plan. If you don't have A plan, then you will get MSRP. They do have a small fee. I think it's like $200. For me, they charged for, or they added wheel locks, and they also added the door guards. So that was another couple $100. You may or may not have that charge on this particular vehicle. I'm just telling you what was the case with mine. If you're not in Michigan, you can, so Village Ford's located in Dearborn, Michigan, very close to the Ford World headquarters. If you're not in Michigan, you can get this vehicle shipped to you, I believe. But I will give you Joe's contact information. I'm excited that I was able to find this. I wish I could, kind of give it to someone who's a friend. I guess you're a friend if you're watching this, and you really want a Bronco. Highly recommend that color. This looks like a really fun vehicle. I'll show, kind of compare it to mine. So you're seeing what the 4-door version. Let's go into mine. I'll show you what mine is. Oops, it's not a 4-door, it's a 2-door. So here's mine, and here's what it looks like in Antimatter Blue, kind of in the similar kind of view. So obviously mine's a lot smaller. The front grille, you can't see the Bronco. It's kind of blacked out. It's plastic. You can see the wheels may not, there's a lot of space in the wheel wells. It only has an 8-inch screen on the interior. So, there's some things that are definitely different about it. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful, whether you're getting this particular one, or maybe you're just kind of interested in the 2021s, and maybe some of these are kind of going to be trickling in where somebody orders one, but they don't end up pulling the trigger in terms of getting it. So maybe you might have a little opportunity there to get one instead of waiting for many, many months. All right. Thank you very much.